Can you confirm that I just kissed your sneakers? This is true. She's on camera saying she'll do the radio.
I am. We're doing it.
Future senator of the great state of Texas. I'm gonna miss Ted Cruz so much. He's so likable.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got to talk about Jasmine Crash Out Crockett. Okay? Yeah, I know. But it is quite interesting. And I do want to highlight it because, like I said, it is quite interesting to watch all of this play out. And what I have for you guys today is something that I don't even know how I would describe this. This is just like the weirdest thing in the world. But I got a rally that I want to show you guys, or at least part of it, where Jasmine Crash Out Crockett, has gone back to her state of Texas because, of course, she wants to be more of a celebrity than a congresswoman. So she's anywhere and everywhere she could get some eyeballs, right? But she went back to her state of Texas and had a little bit of a rally for someone quite interesting, right? Gavin Newsom. Yeah, the guy who claims that, oh, no, I'm not thinking about running for president, and yet he's, like, everywhere but the state of California right now. Like, he's all over the place. I think I recently just saw him doing an interview on Fox. Like, he's not thinking about running for president, though. Right. Anyway, let's jump into this. Oh, whoa. Let's jump into this. And I have this one clip here. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I want to show you this clip because I found this really, really quite interesting. Let's dive in.
There is a gospel song that goes, I don't feel no ways tired. It says, I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Now, the reason that I want to start with this song, because I need y'all to have this energy, this amazing energy that I am feeling in this room. I'm going to need y'all to keep it up. Y'all are not going to be allowed to feel tired.
If that sounded familiar, well, because it is. That quote, that was said, from this lady right here. Tell me if it sounds familiar. Check it out.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
You better thank a union member.
Now, You would think that Democrats would get better speechwriters, but apparently not, because they just recite the same tired lines over and over again, which I found quite interesting. Now, I want to get to the second part of this because she does it again. Yes. These Democrats are absolute frauds. Let me tell you something. They are frauds. They are repeating the same stuff, trying to get people to follow them hook, line, and sinker by repeating the same old tired stuff. And we're going to get to Gavin Newsom here in a second. That's the meat and potatoes of the show. But I have to show you guys this because I was listening to this and I was like, well, that sounds familiar. Who else said Hillary Clinton? And then, I kept on listening. Well, that sounds familiar too. Who said those exact same words? Let's jump into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump into it.
And so it makes me think about an actual verse. Psalm 30:5. It says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So weeping looks like leaders promoting hate. Weeping looks like Abbott being...
Hold on, before she continues, because I'm going to let her finish. I'm going to let her cook. All right? I'm going to let her cook. It's probably going to be disgusting, like greens coming out the bathtub. But, I'm going to let her cook. Joy comes in the morning. Who else said that line? Who else said that? I don't know. Maybe Kamala?
Joy cometh in the morning.
The same... My goodness, you can't make this stuff up, man. You really can't make this stuff up. You know who else said it? Oh, well, hold on.
Build a brighter future for our children and our grandchildren. In the Old Testament, book of Psalms, the scripture tells us that weeping may endure during the long night, but joy will come in the morning.
Bro, they're literally reciting the same verse. Now listen, I ain't got nothing against people reciting Bible verses. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. I think more people should do it, right? But why are they all using the same verse? I don't know. Does anybody else just find that interesting? They're all using the same lines, the exact same lines, right? Joy cometh in the morning, right? I don't feel no ways tired. Now that's a song. This is an actual Bible verse, but still, like, it's like, come on, y'all couldn't have come up with anything better than that, really? Oh, geez, Louise. Let's get back to Jasmine Crash Out.
A lousy step and fetch it governor that puts tyranny over Texans. Weeping looks like taking food out of the mouths of seniors, babies, and making sure that after a court tells you to feed the people, you decide to appeal it. Weeping looks like taking away health care and not giving a damn. Weeping looks like wreaking havoc not only on our economy but also the East Wing. Weeping looks like terrorizing communities with ICE. But joy looks like our amazing Texas state reps. Joy looks like the wins that we had on November 4th throughout the entire country. Joy looks like restoring decency, dignity, and democracy. Joy looks like California passing Prop 50. And finally, joy looks like a man by the name of Gavin Newsom. Many of y'all may not know this. I said I was happy to be back home because I've been on the road fighting for Texans. I went to Pennsylvania to make sure that they retained their judges. I went to California to make sure I could do my part for Prop 50. I made sure that I went to Virginia on behalf of Abigail Spanberger. You see, winning means that we got to do the work. But more importantly, I told y'all joy comes in the morning. And so let me tell you about Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom could have sat on the sidelines, you see, because everything looks blue in California. But he decided that it was bigger than just his state. He decided that this was about the democracy of all of us. And frankly, he decided if you come for Texas, then I'ma come for you. Listen, it's been a while since we had leadership that had our backs. And it is sad that we had to look to a leader in California. But I am here to tell you that he is in it for the long haul. That is exactly why Gavin Newsom not only had me raising money for Prop 50, not only had me doing block walk lunches, not only had me doing rallies, and doing commercials.
Yeah, everything but being in your state of Texas with your constituents. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. You'll do all of that. She'll do all of that for the racist white man. Because, of course, Democrats, that's what they preach, right? That's what they peddle. That's what they push out. If you don't believe me, here, I got a couple of clips. Now, granted, the visuals aren't that great on this, all right? Now, I apologize for that. But the audio was still good. You could still hear it, all right?
I'm a white woman that has lived in a red state my entire life. And I can tell you, when I'm around white people, they test the racist water. They test it on people like you all the time.
Democrats fought a...
I can tell you when I'm around white people, they test the racist water. They're so racist. White people are so bad. Bro, I don't even know that chick's name. She's like some podcaster of some sort. What does just say her name? I've seen her name before. But, you know, Democrats claim her as the left's Joe Rogan, right? She's fucking annoying to me. Excuse my language, but there was no other way that I could emphasize that. She is so annoying to me. Anyway, here's more.
Give it back to the daggone Native Americans, and then we can't go back nowhere else. And let's see how y'all like it.
Let's start over.
Because the colonizers, y'all the colonizers, but that's a whole other story. So I'm just.
Y'all the colonizers. Y'all the colonizers. Here's another short clip. Shout out to bro too, Jeffrey.
I talk to black folk all the time as somebody that's the child of a preacher. Listen, most black people are not Republicans simply because we just is like, y'all racist. I can't hang out with the KKK in them. That's really what it is. But when we think about who we are as black people and we think about...
So a bunch of black people aren't Republican because there's a bunch of racist white people, but she's over here caping for the white man, Gavin Newsom. Yeah, Gavin Newsom had me doing this. Gavin Newsom had me doing that. Not only that, but you got to remember, they voted for a man who said, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. You just can't make this stuff up. It's coming from the same people that call white people racist. Meanwhile, you got AOC, who's married to what? A white man. You got Ilhan Omar, who's married to what? A white man. You got Kamala Harris, who's married to what? These folks don't make any type of sense. Do y'all find this interesting too? Because, you know, I find it so... When I was watching this, I was like, bro, how do y'all, on one hand, you talk about how racist the white man is, how bad the white man is, yada, 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 the whole nine. But some of y'all married to white men, including, what's the failed anchor's name? The black guy, he's gay, he's married to a white man. I'm drawing a blank, I can see his face. Y'all probably type it into the comment section right now. He's married to a white man himself. But white people are so racist, white people are so bad. But some of y'all are married to white men, right? Or white people in general. But then also, your leaders... Who's the Senate minority leader? Is he black? Is he Mexican? Is he Asian? Nope, none of it. Chuck Schumer. Who was most recently the president before Trump? Was it a black man? Was it an Asian? Was it a Hispanic? Nope. It was a white man. Who is she doing all this for right now? A black man, an Asian? Nope, a white man. But then they'll go around, oh, the white man's so racist, he's so bad. So it's almost as if they're saying the white man is racist if they're for the Republican side, but he's not racist if he's for the Democrat side. It's the same thing with billionaires, right? Billionaires are so bad. Billionaires are so bad. We got to tax the rich. What is J.B. Pritzker? You know, the governor of Illinois. Is he not a billionaire? What is Mark Cuban? You know, Kamala Harris's surrogate, going around giving speeches for on the campaign trail. What is he? What is George Soros and his son? Are they not billionaires too? Bill Gates, the whole nine, all of these folks, Warren Buffett, all of these folks that donate to the Democrat Party, are they not billionaires too? So it's bad billionaires if they're for Republicans. They're good billionaires if they're for Democrats. Right. Got it. I think I'm catching on now. But I want to play a little piece of what Gavin Newsom had to say, and I'm going to let you guys get out of here.
Gene wasn't wrong. Gene wasn't wrong. You guys made this happen. You guys have awakened up our immune system. We're dealing with an invasive species by the name of Donald Trump. He is an historic president, however. Historically unpopular president.
I find it interesting how they always go back to Trump. Like Trump, they treat Trump like Trump is Lucifer himself. The devil reincarnated. It is the weirdest thing ever. The weirdest thing ever. And honestly, it woke me out of my slumber. A lot of you guys know the origin story, right? I kind of started asking myself one day, why do I hate Trump? And I genuinely couldn't answer that question without repeating something that I had just heard, right? I could not formulate a genuinely good answer. And this was just to myself. This wasn't like me being put on the spotlight in front of anybody else. This was just me asking myself the question, why do you hate that guy? Well, fuck. I don't know. You know? And it's just so weird that they, well, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that. It's like, bro, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all of this. And let me know, did you find this quite interesting? Because I know I definitely did. Right? The repeating of the same lines, the hate white people on one hand, but then love them on the other and push them up to the top of your party. Jasmine Crockett's going out of her way for a white man, but on the other hand, white people are so bad. Like, it's so weird. It's so strange. It's so weird. You know, it's just like, I don't know, man. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. It should be right up there. Click that to subscribe, all right? Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.